Firstly, Gary, another milestone reached, 500 games and over 1,000 goals. Must feel good to get to that milestone.
Yeah, it's the first I knew about it, but yeah, it is. It's good to get to that amount of games, even as a player, as a manager, whatever, and especially for my hometown team, it's obviously even more special. But as I said, hopefully we can be here for a few more games. That's what you want to be. You want to be here for another 500 if you can. That's you have to have aims and ambitions, and that's what I'd love to do. But as I said, so there's been some difficult times, there's been some very good times in our 500 games, and it was a roller coaster there tonight again. I thought the young lads that we started with were very good. I thought during the 90 minutes, and I think it just the killing thing for them was on the 90th conceding that goal to make it 4 each, and because extra time was always going to big ask them, because like say AP and obviously Josh Doyle haven't been playing a lot of games, and their fitness levels, you could see they were cramping. Jamie Dorn was cramping, we Josh Quinn's just back and he was cramping, and the problem is we couldn't risk too many first teamers tonight, because we're literally down to our last 3 defenders in terms of first team players. So without being disrespectful to the Ulster Cup, which I would never be, we've always used it anyway as a tournament for look at younger players, but as I said, with a bigger squad this year, and I thought we maybe were going to be able to be a little bit stronger in it, but just due to injuries and different situations, we're in the position we had to go with the team that we went with tonight, and as I said, I was pleased with them for the majority of the game. I thought extra time, to be fair, we died to death, in terms of fitness levels, and boys you could see haven't had much game time, and their fitness levels were hit hard, and the cramping was coming in, and they did get on top of us then, there's no doubt about it. But I thought for over the 90 minutes it was an end-to-end game, and both teams took 4 chances each, but obviously whenever it went into extra time, I always be honest and think they created the better chances at the bar and the post a couple of times as well, but that was always going to be a case, and I just want to wish we Bobby Harvey well as well. Hopefully it's nothing serious. It was an absolute disgraceful tackle in my opinion. How he wasn't sent off is beyond me, and he'd done a couple before in the game as well, but I hate to see that in football, because he waited on him to hurt him, and you could see it clear as day in the tackle, but unfortunately the referee hasn't punished it with the right decision, and maybe that would have helped us when it went in extra time.
Yeah, there was certainly a good bit of play from the younger players as well. A couple of good goals. We're just saying there about Harry Lynch to grip ball through to Snodge, who finished well, and then Josh Quinn, whether it was a cross or not, it was certainly a good ball in anyway.
Yeah, it was a great ball in, and it's obviously ended up in the back of the net, and also was a good bit of play with the younger lads for AP's goal as well, where there's a bit of football down the right hand side. Jimmy Doran gets in, crosses it across the front of the goal, which we want them to do, and AP's there as a striker should be in tap in, and Josh Doyle's was a good finish as well, to be fair, when he got in the first half. So we had some good bits of play in the game, and the young lads done really well at times, but as I said, they're inexperienced. If you look back at the 4 goals, they were really poor mistakes, and I'm not going to criticise anybody individually because they're young lads and they're learning the game, but they know themselves that there was at least 3 of them, that we could have dealt with better and made better decisions, and the killer one especially, because the ball's come in the box from a corner kick, and they've had about 3 phases from that corner kick in our box before the goals went in the back of the net, and that's whenever experienced players probably will deal with that, get tight to your men, don't let them free in the box, but these are things that the younger players sometimes make mistakes with, and it's a learning curve for them, but hopefully the next time they're in that position they'll see the game out.
And then looking forward to the weekend, we've got a few decent or difficult matches coming up, starting with Crusaders away. We've had a good run of form away at Seaview over the last couple of games, so hopefully looking to continue that as well.
Listen, we want to kick results in every game. There's no doubt about that. And as I say, like I heard David Jeffrey saying the other week, it is getting more difficult, for teams like ourselves against the full-time teams. But as I said, we went down and competed against them. We've played 2 of the better teams this year at Mourneview. One of them was a 96-minute penalty that we all seen was never a penalty, and we were down to 9 men. And we also played Cliftonville, who's flying as well, and again was a free kick in the 85th minute that Joel Taggart highlighted on the show that it wasn't a free kick. And again, those are the 2 games that we played against the top teams, and again, We could have come out with results in both games and actually performed well in both games. You know, we competed in both games. So, listen, if the boys are on their game like they were on Saturday, then we can compete with most teams in this league, and hopefully we can go down and give a performance and take confidence out of last Saturday's performance and take something from the game.